Radio Wave Network News.
We're at CRAN this morning to talk about protecting children online. Good morning, ladies. By way of introduction, could you possibly just tell us who you are, who CRAN is, and how CRAN is involved in protecting children online?
All right, my name is Moana Ikosa and I'm the Corporate Affairs Practitioner.
Good morning, my name is Maudi Hangula. I'm a legal advisor with CRAN.
All right, in essence, CRAN is the Communications Regulatory Authority of Namibia, and we are mandated to regulate telecommunications, broadcasting services, networks, and allocate radio spectrum. So in essence, if I really want to simplify it for the public, is we sort of like the police officer for the ICT industry. We ensure that licensees like yourself, Radio Wave, adhere to the regulations that we have put in place.
And as far as online protection for children?
Right, what we did for the period of 2015 to 2018, we identified consumer protection as one of our key objectives that we'd like to plow our energy into, and specifically child online protection. What our role has been thus far, what we've identified for ourselves, is that we want to be part of the machine that comes up with possible ideas for regulation and so forth, and also just participate and coordinate with other institutions, organizations that are really behind the idea of protecting children online.
What is the existing framework for protecting children? Is there anything in place already?
Specifically with child online, at the moment there isn't, and hence the reason why the Electronic Transactions and Cybercrime Bill is a key bill. And we really wanted to make sure that it encapsulated everything that relates to child online protection. At the moment, it's not yet open to the public, but it is nearing that stage.
Now, we talk about child online protection, and I mean, we've all heard the stories and the cyberbullying and grooming, things like that overseas. How prevalent is that, have you found, in Namibia?
It's quite alarming. It is happening. It's happening amongst children, where they're bullying each other or they're circulating inappropriate or pornographic material of one another, as well as with children and adults. So it is happening, and what perhaps is most alarming is that a lot of these cases go unreported, and the ones that are generally reported, they either report them to their peers or to one of the parents or guardian, but it seems as if though it's not escalated to police level and prosecution and so on and so forth.
What are the steps that somebody can take if they witness online bullying?
The Namibian police specifically, they do have a cybercrime unit. You are allowed to go to them and lodge a case for them. One other partner or stakeholder that you can contact is the children's advocate. She's especially ideal in situations where children perhaps have, or you witness the abuse yourself and the child is not forthcoming, but you are aware of it. You're welcome to contact her as well.
I think one of the responsibilities is also that you can access the internet, but with parent supervision and guardian. So what we want to also put out there is that parents, in as much as you want to empower your children, give them the right tools to help them with their education, it's very important that they also take an active role in ensuring that whatever content their children are accessing, that it's appropriate, ensuring that their kids do not send out messages that can harm the other child. And that's why the second part of the campaign now, we actually also providing tips to parents, because some of the parents are actually overwhelmed at the moment, especially with the case of the two girls. They don't know what to do. So now they know there's a problem, but they feel clueless. So what we're now doing is we are providing various tips for parents. First of all, signs to see and signs for parents to detect whether their child is being bullied or they're bullying. Signs to schools as well, because kids have now access to Wi-Fi and all of that at school. So what schools can do to put protective mechanisms for children to ensure that they have appropriate filters, whether they go to YouTube or Google. And we also provide those steps for YouTube and Google for parents to actually practically see how they can put those in place. We're working together, or we're trying to work together with Childline, because those are platforms that they already are using to communicate to children. So we want to see how we can collaborate and partner up with Childline so that we can actually go into the schools as well to ensure that the message goes through.
We shouldn't suffer in silence, and there is help out there. especially for the children, be responsible users of the internet, but more importantly, be safe.
Radio Wave Network News.